Sometimes truthful and beautiful things can have dark beginnings. This is the sixth in my series on Gnosticism for today. There's a phrase we've all heard, walk your talk. It's a good thing. It's good when people are consistent. It also often gets applied to spiritual teachers, gurus, those kinds of folks. And when I hear it in that connection, sometimes I seem to detect a bit of entitlement, honestly. Somebody, like Carl Jung gives us all these books, teaches us all these lessons, and then we find out something we don't like about him. Does that really abrogate all of it? Does the fact that Wagner was kind of a bastard mean we shouldn't listen to his music? Some author writes books that we like, then we find out bad things about him. Should we not read him anymore? So there's some kind of entitlement going on there. I think what's happening under the surface is, how dare you be human and prevent me from idealizing you? So there's a Gnostic story that speaks to this, or story element, I should say, because it's in more than one story. So in several stories, at the beginning when Adam gets created, he just lays there on the ground unconscious, and Eve wakes him up. She's a messenger of light. And Eve sometimes operates inside him as well, or inside his consciousness. And we have to remember that Eve is connected not only to Sophia, but to the feminine pole of God. So in the story element, I'm thinking about the demiurge, who in some stories is kind of evil, has created Adam, and Adam's just laying there, and the demiurge is thinking, how do I wake this guy up? And so his mother, Sophia, whispers to him, why don't you blow your breath into his lungs? Which, of course, is the story in Genesis. What the demiurge doesn't realize is that he has a spark of Sophia inside him. Everything does. So when he blows his breath into Adam, the spark of spirit passes from the demiurge into Adam. Adam gets up off the ground, and the demiurge and the other archons, the authorities of darkness, realize at that point that Adam is more conscious than they are. I like this story because it reminds us that sometimes beautiful things can come from bad beginnings or dark beginnings. I've seen lots of situations where there is a book, a work of art, an organization, whatever it is, that does really good work in the world, that gets formed, created, or founded by people who are not the best human beings among us. So I think this story is something to remember, that from a Gnostic point of view, lots of things have dark beginnings. It's what we do with them that counts.